As you watch the first half of this program, keep these questions in mind.
What tools do archaeologists use?
How have archaeologists helped us learn about people in the past?
Archaeology is the study of material remains of past human life and activities. Archaeologists investigate everything from early human artifacts and tools to the man-made objects that are buried or thrown away in present day. Their investigations provide the primary source of information on prehistoric, ancient, and extinct cultures.
What clues have ancient civilizations left about their pasts?
We can dig up the artifacts and we can learn about like their writing.
Things that the civilizations built or the cultures built.
Mostly like oral tradition. Just keeps passing down, like the same stories are told to each generation.
Art or music or theater.
Through architecture and art, because it's there always. Look at Greece and Rome. You still see marks of those ancient civilizations.
Deep underground lies the resting place of China's first historical dynasty, the Shang. More than 3,000 years after the Shang ruled China, archaeologists and historians are still discovering the secrets and stories of this ancient civilization. Around 1650 BC, the Shang, a Chinese people, gained control of an area in northern China. From there, leaders established the Shang civilization as a collection of city-states, which laid the foundation for 600 years of Shang rule. Until the end of the 19th century, there was no evidence that the Shang existed. They lived only in tales and legend. But after a chance discovery in 1899, the Shang began to emerge from the shadows. In Peking, a scholar named Wang Nu-zhang lay ill. Beside his bed were animal bones that were traditionally ground up and used as medicine. His friend, Liu Tiyang, noticed strange markings on the bone's surface. Instead of using them, the two scholars began to study them. They had discovered one of the earliest forms of writing ever recorded. After visiting local pharmacies, they found out that the bones had come from a site at a town now called Anyang. Archaeologists began digging at Anyang in 1928, and they're still digging today. When they uncovered the last capital city of the Shang dynasty, clues began to reveal who the Shang were and what life in their civilization was like. The inscribed oracle bones revealed that the Shang practiced many traditional rituals and believed strongly in the power of their ancestors' spirits. Shang priests would carve questions into animal bones and tortoise shells, asking about the weather, the harvest, and upcoming military campaigns. Then they applied heat to the bones or shells, which produced cracks along the surfaces. The priests interpreted the cracks as answers from the gods or messages from their ancestors. As the dig at Anyang continued, archaeologists made a significant discovery in 1975, a huge burial site that gave the best indication yet about life in the Shang dynasty.
The discovery of tomb number 5 at Anyang might be compared to the discovery of the tomb of King Tutankhamun in Egypt that contained riches beyond archaeological belief. It had been unlooted, and so for the first time, archaeologists had a sense of the richness that the royal tombs of Shang held. Hundreds and hundreds of bronze vessels, as well as large quantities of jades, ivory objects, and other wonderful works of art.
The tombs also held evidence of wars and human sacrifices. The Shang often went to war with neighboring clans, using chariots that were buried along with important Shang leaders. Human remains discovered with the chariots revealed that the Shang sacrificed hundreds of people when a king died. They buried objects they thought would be needed in the afterlife, including their precious bronze vessels, jade pieces, and a private army. Today, archaeologists continue their attempts to unravel the mysteries of the Shang. They are looking for the very first capital city, called Great City Shang, in the hope of discovering more about their origins and the ancestors they honored.
As we find the city and excavate the city, we're hoping that we'll be able to find ancestral temples and maybe ancestral tablets that would help clarify where Shang came from and the genealogy of Shang and how this great Bronze Age civilization in North China developed and laid the foundation for a lot of the features in Chinese civilization that we see.
While the search continues for the Shang dynasty's beginning, the story of its end can be found in the records and oracle bones. These bones reveal that rival clans were threatening to overthrow the Shang. The Shang fell in 1027 BC, never to rise again. But the quest to learn more about them and their origin continues.
Did you know? No literature has survived from the Shang dynasty, but numerous records and ceremonial inscriptions on bones and tortoise shells still exist. The three kinds of characters, pictographs, ideograms, and phonograms, are the earliest examples of writing in China.
Archaeologists have recently excavated the burial sites of an ancient people in Peru. These people preceded the Inca, and they meticulously prepared their dead for the afterlife. This practice helped preserve their remains to the present, and their buried gold, jewelry, finely woven textiles, pots, and tools all give clues to the secrets of this ancient culture.
What tools do you use?
My cell phone.
Cell phone?
A computer, which I use all the time.
Blank piece of paper and a pencil.
Money.
My mouse guard, because I can't participate in lacrosse without it.
Car. I mean, I have to go from point A to point B.
My brain.
Home to school.
My most important tool to me is my clothes, because so I won't be like naked when I go to school.
School to home. My car is my tool. Home to errands.
My Walkman.
Errands to home.
My piano, definitely.
Etc., etc.